Hi, it's Ra, Rishikavi Ragudas from Star Presence Astrology, here to give the astrological forecast for Tuesday, August 12th, 2025. Well, all the action today is in the early part of the day. Well, if you're in the United States anyway. If you're in Europe and parts further east, it's the latter part of the afternoon into the early evening. But here in the U.S., it is all hands on deck first thing in the morning. The sun today is at 20 degrees of grand and glorious fire sign Leo, always in the gold for Leo. And the moon today is moving through the latter degrees of mystical magical water sign Pisces, and then first thing in the morning enters into the dynamic and impetuous fire sign of Aries. So we have red here also on our robe for Aries. The moon moves into Aries at 3:33 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 6:33 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 11:33 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time, and of course you know what that means. Don't you? Well, it means that all the planets in early degrees of the different signs, including both Saturn and Neptune in early Aries, are transited, and that is a whole lot of astrological action. The moon conjoins Saturn, which is not great and could cause some delays and restrictions in the morning, at 1 degree of Aries at 5:34 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 8:34 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 1:34 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. 2 minutes, no less. 2 minutes after that, that's how close it is, the moon makes a harmonious sextile to Uranus, the planet of sudden change and often chaos, sitting at 1 degree of Gemini, which is anything can happen sort of a time. 5:36 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 8:36 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 1:36 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. 1 hour later precisely, the moon conjoins Neptune, which of course is at late 1 degree of Aries. All of these planets are retrograde. Well, Uranus is direct, but Saturn and Neptune are retrograde. And this is kind of fog city. So you get up in the morning and may feel like going back to sleep at this point. 6:36 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 9:36 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 2:36 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. If you're driving, keep your eyes on the road. Then, less than an hour later, the moon makes a harmonious sextile. This is to Pluto, the Lord of Power, concentrated energy at 2 degrees of Aquarius. Now, this is more harmonious and self-empowering, so this is not so bad. Good time to do some early research if your mind is awake. 7:14 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 10:14 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 3:14 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And then the moon makes an opposition to Mars, which is sitting at 3 degrees of Libra. So when the moon gets to 3 Aries, it makes that opposition. This is not a lot of fun. If you're in traffic, you could be blowing up about now, so easy does it. 9:38 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 12:38 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 5:38 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Finally, we got one good aspect, and that is the moon in a harmonious flowing trine from 4 degrees of Aries to Mercury, the planet of communication, which you know has just turned direct from having been retrograde, 4 degrees of Leo. This is good. 10:59 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 1:59 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 6:59 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, and that is it. No more aspects for the whole rest of the day, but it's enough, believe me. So easy does it, and pay attention. I'm Ra, Rishikavi Ragudas from Star Presence Astrology. Now, if you would like to have a personal reading with me, you can book it on my website, starpresence.net. Remember, from the very moment that you're born, you've got star presence. Enjoy this day. Pay attention, no matter what.